Hello everyone, thank you for joining us here today. It is indeed a very special moment for all of us here at RCB, and it becomes all the way more special as we share it with you. We have here with us joining Prathamesh Mishra, Chairman of RCB, and Captain Virat Kohli. It is for a very special cause, so I would like to request to all of you to please connect with us, write to us for any other questions that you want to ask Prathamesh and Virat, and I shall get back to you over an email. But unfortunately, we won't be able to take any questions here on this platform today, so please do that. Without any further ado, I'll just hand it over to Prathamesh and Virat.
Thanks, Divya. Hello, everyone. Good afternoon, and thank you very much for being part of this special session. We all are aware that the tournament was halted midway for all the right reasons, but I am happy that it's resuming all over again, and we are delighted and excited at Team RCB and looking forward to our first game on 20th of September. You all may recall that we had announced our Blue Jersey initiative last May in order to show our support, respect and solidarity to all the frontline workers who have selflessly served humanity during this pandemic. Team RCB will be sporting special blue kits on 20th instead of our usual Go Green kits. Royal Challengers Bangalore wants to reiterate our commitment to honor the relentless effort of all our healthcare workers who have spent majority of their 18 months in blue PPE kits. The challenges they face in ensuring safety during this health crisis deserves a lot of credit. And as a result, we want to deliver as planned in whatever little way to eradicate COVID from our lives. As we resume the season, we have ensured that we keep our promise with our fans, and the blue jersey is here. Would now like to request Virat to unveil the blue jersey and show to all of us.
Should do it together.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Over to Virat.
Well, thank you, Prathamesh, for addressing everyone. Hello to everyone. It's great to be back again. As Prathamesh mentioned last time, we halted proceedings midway for reasons that we all are aware of, and rightly so, keeping the health and safety of not just the players but everyone included in perspective. The right call was taken. But we're very excited again to be back, resuming the remaining leg of the IPL. And as Prathamesh just mentioned, in the last leg we had initiated something which we felt was apt to do in the current circumstances and what had happened before as well, to pay our respect, to pay our homage to the COVID frontline workers who have literally spent all their time making sure they help as many people as they can in the pandemic that we all have experienced and that has hit all of us in one way or another over the last so many months. Now it's a great moment for us to be starting this season wearing the blue kits for the first time. It's a different kind of a blue color, something that even I haven't worn before, having played so much for the country. I think this is a different kind of a blue that I will be sporting for the first time, and a very special one on top of that. There are four sets of special messages that will be on the players' jerseys when we take the field. This is obviously going to happen on 20th September when we play against KKR. We play our first game. It's going to be a milestone day and a date in RCB's cricketing history, and one to be remembered for a long period of time, recognizing us as the franchise that has always stood up for initiatives, whether it was Go Green back in the day and that became one of our iconic games and iconic team kits, and a game that spread the right message in the community, which was, I think, one of the hallmarks of us as a franchise. And this is just an extension of that mindset that we have had over so many years. The jerseys after the game are going to be auctioned through, if I'm not wrong, what was the...
Fankind.
Sorry, Fankind. The jerseys are going to be auctioned through Fankind, and all the proceeds will go to Give India, which are going to help accelerate the vaccination drive to people who are not as privileged to be able to access them. So it gives me immense pleasure to have been a part of such great initiative over the last so many years, and now extending it to something which is beyond all of us, beyond what we all could have imagined. And I am personally very, very happy and excited that we are going to start our first game in this very special jersey.
Thanks, Virat. A little detail about the whole process. So all the blue jerseys worn by the team will be signed and then auctioned, and we aim to generate as much revenue as possible from these auctions, as the proceeds from these auctions will be donated for deployment of vaccine in India. We want to contribute in whatever little way, and we are proud to have partnered, as Virat mentioned, Fankind and Give India, to continue with our efforts to support the fight against COVID in the country. Fankind, an online platform basically for fundraising, will be organizing auctions which will go live on their websites. The first auction will happen right after the match on the 20th of September and will last till the 2nd of October, and will be open for fans to bid for 11 sets of 2-player jerseys. Guys, 11 sets, 2-player jersey. Another closed bidding process will take place via live Zoom for certain player sets on 4th of October 2021. As mentioned, all the proceeds will be directly handed over by Fankind to Give India for deployment of vaccine towards accelerating the vaccination program for the underprivileged communities in the country. Folks, this is a little effort and tribute to the frontline warriors, and we join them in spreading awareness about COVID vaccination and ultimately to fight COVID and eradicate COVID from the country. We also encourage everyone else to do their bits, and we wish everyone's health and safety. Thank you.
Thanks, Prathmesh. Before we sign off, Virat, I would like to take a moment to ask about your experience of first practice after you went out from COVID. I mean quarantine, sorry, my bad. After quarantine. How was the condition like, and what do you think? We have already played in UAE before in 2020. But during this time around, certain players have joined the squad at different times and they have not got enough regrouping and practice together. Do you think that is an important factor?
Well, it is an important factor, but I don't think that is going to take anything away from what we set out to achieve, and what we already set in motion the last time that we started IPL 2021. We've had a great start to the campaign, and that is certainly our driving factor, our motivating factor, knowing that we can play a certain brand of cricket which we have already shown in the first leg, with really strong and consistent performances, every player chipping in somewhere or the other, the strength of the team coming together nicely at crunch moments, people standing up and making impact performances when needed for the team. All those factors are huge, and as you mentioned, after quarantine, when I stepped out yesterday to practice for the first time, I did not feel that we went away at all. I felt like this is just an extension of where we left. The spirit, the camaraderie was absolutely the same, and the excitement could be felt in the air, with players understanding that what they worked hard for at the start of the IPL, as I mentioned in the first leg, and seeing results of the hard work. It gives you even more motivation to go out there and play similar kind of cricket and excel when the team wants you to. So I was very excited and happy to see such a relaxed, such a nice environment with a lot of competition. You know, it was very high intensity practice that we had, and everyone was on point. Everyone was giving everything they had. So I was pretty pleased to see that, and of course, very happy to finally be out of quarantine and get into the groove of IPL all over again.
We have new additions in the team. First half we played in India in a different condition. Now we moved to UAE in a different condition. Also with new additions and change in the team, how do you think that's going to be placed, and what would be your plan like? Not exactly the plan, but your strategies that you could give us insights into.
Well, we have made changes. We have got a few replacements, if you may. Kane Richardson, Adam Zampa, who were with us in the first leg for a bit, integral part of the team. They, made a decision not to play in the second leg for reasons which are absolutely understandable. And the replacements we have got from those guys missing out are two guys who know these conditions. More or less. We play all the conditions around the subcontinent are pretty similar in similar times of the year. So Vanindu Hasaranga and Dushmanta Chamira are two guys who have played so much cricket in Sri Lanka, and they understand how to play on pitches like these. And their skill sets will definitely be a huge help to us. Playing in Dubai, understanding how hot and humid conditions can be, and how the pitches will play out. So as I said, with the additions and a few players missing out, no one has even spoken or discussed any of those things. It just feels like the guys coming in, blend into the culture, into the team very well, into the setup, into the plan of the team very well. And the core group of players obviously are as motivated as I mentioned, and we haven't focused at all on what we have missed out on because of players not arriving, but we feel stronger, if not as strong as the first leg. We feel even stronger that it has just given us a few other dimensions that could be added to the squad.
My last one would be, there are conversations around, will a break in the tournament affect the momentum of the game? We are number 3 at the points table. Another part of the argument is we got enough time to re-strategize, rethink, go back, analyze our past games and come back stronger. What's your take on that? How do you see it?
Well, look, people have got jobs to do on the outside, so they will analyze one thing or the other. Having played this game for so long at this level, you understand that whether you are 7 wins in a row, you still have to start the 8th with the same kind of passion and commitment and professionalism. And whether you are no wins out of 5 games, 6 games, which we have experienced as a team, you still have to find motivation and that passion inside you to go out there and change the results. So you just cannot afford to take anything for granted. Not wins, not losses. You should not be disheartened by losses, and definitely not take wins for granted. And for us, the reason why we played the way we did was we were not looking beyond the day that we were a part of. Whether it was practice, whether it was that day, that game, we never looked at, how many wins are left, how many do we need to qualify. We just did not focus on that at all. The focus was only on the culture of the team, enjoyment, keeping up that atmosphere and energy in the group. Enjoyment, as I said, among the players was something which was amazing in the first leg. And as I said yesterday at practice, I just felt like we never went away at all. I felt the same happiness, same joy, people returning excited to play for RCB again. And that's all you want. That's all you want as a squad. And as I said, on the outside, there are many analyses, many data points, and the game is not played on that. The game has never been about information from the outside. The game is all about reaction, belief in certain moments, game plans that you set out to achieve as players, and making sure that you have the will and the commitment and the drive to execute those plans. So it is as simple as that, and the more simple you keep it, the less distractions you will face from the outside.
This is here we end. Thank you, Virat. Thank you, Prathamesh, for your time. Thank you everyone for joining in. We'll see you with the next media session as we move forward to the tournament. Thank you all.